Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too-big-to-fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Well, you know, there are good people out there in the world. Can I just say that?
Prove it.
There are, Steve. I'm going to go to a Chick-fil-A, which right off the bat should show you, I mean, that tasty food. That shows that somebody good out there is made.
Yeah, sweet nuggets.
Oh, you've got some sweet nuggets. Well, this Chick-fil-A employee had more than sweet nuggets, Steve. They're in Wisconsin and named Haley. And Haley recently won a new car in a raffle, but then gave it to a coworker who only had a bike and needed the vehicle more.
I was biking here every morning. It was a little rough. It was kind of like the rumor at Chick-fil-A that there's going to be a car at the giveaway. So we all put one in and we're like, if one of us gets it, it's going to go to her, like no matter what. I heard my name. I was like, no way. Now I can go grocery shopping. I can like go to work like 5 minutes before now instead of like 2 hours earlier just to get here on time. There's a million more opportunities and like possibilities for me now.
Plus, you can be stuck for an extraordinarily long time in line at a Chick-fil-A to get food during dinner time, which is very exciting.
This is very, very. So
they all said, "Hey, no matter who wins, we're going to hook her up with the car." Imagine you win,
wow,
and all of a sudden there's that moment of, "I really want to keep this car."
Yeah,
like what do you do?
I mean, a new car is a new car.
It's a nice Hyundai, baby.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I would have kept it. You said it's a Hyundai?
Yeah.
Oh, I would have kept it. Sorry, Haley. You know I'm a Hyundai guy.
I'm a Hyundai guy.
If I'd have known it was a Hyundai, I don't think I would have made this deal.
You'd have had a big Christmas party, and that was the big giveaway.
Wow.
Man, I thought the gift card to Trappers was pretty sweet that our company gave us, but...
Oh, it still is. Yeah. It's not a new car, though.
It's not a new car.
True. But see, now that was a raffle that everybody was in, where,
That's true.
See, they gave, our company gave us, all something.
That's a good point.
Yeah, see, so everybody won nothing except for one person.
Man, that would have been so awesome if she just went full bad guy and just said, with full heel mode, and just said, you know what? I'm keeping this car. And everyone in the room would just be like, dude, we all agreed. We're giving it to her.
Dude, think about it, though. They're working at Chick-fil-A. I don't know what you get paid at Chick-fil-A, but, usually fast food restaurants, you're not a skillionaire.
No.
That's it. I mean, a new car is probably pretty amazing. And that is cool that everybody said Haley's getting it.
But she's 17. She hasn't been jaded by the world just yet, so she still has good in her heart, BJ. That's probably why.
Oh, so that's what, yeah.
40-something version of Haley, right? Like, fingers in the air, I'm keeping this car. No, I'm sure she was still be.
Well, they got everybody to say yes to that. Now, granted, we don't know if if somebody else won, they would have done it, but if the whole place agreed to do it.
But the right person won it.
Then if I was there, I would have been like,
Oh, she had a bike in the winter, and she's like, yeah, I'm from Hawaii, and it's kind of cold here.
Oh, that's Wisconsin. She went.
Yes.
Well, man, she lost the lottery.
Dang.
She lost the lottery. I'm sorry, but I mean, you go from Hawaii to Wisconsin.
It's like, how did she lose the lottery? Now I get you. Yeah, she totally had.
Yeah, I mean, that is a beating. And she's like, well, I used to be able to bike everywhere. And we saw a lot of people, whenever you go to Hawaii, you see a lot of people that use their bike which makes sense. You can, though it gets hot sometimes, but still, you can pretty much bike anywhere you want to go. You don't need a car in Hawaii, but where's freaking Wisconsin? Mm-hmm. I mean, man. Yeah, I think I want to give the car. Sorry, Haley. I mean, everything, mahalo.
Wow.
I would have given her one of those.
Jeez.
And then
hang loose with your bicycle.
Yeah, hang loose.
Would you at least have given her like your old Hyundai? Like a hand-me-down or something like that?
That's a nice little, that's a good trade-off.
What can I get for a trade-in on that bad boy?
Oh, jeez. Oh, boy.
Just asking. Just for a friend.
Yeah, if you keep the old, because I'm sure like Haley has a car that works just fine. She's like, I have a car that works. What do I care?
Oh, no. Well, yeah. I don't know. Depends on the trade-in.
So that's a no.
Oh, it's got like a little convertible thing on the top, or like those little,
sunroof?
The sunroof, that thing. It's early, man.
It's going to be a slow day.
Okay. Look at Steve's like, I got one of them newfangled. I got holes in the ceiling of those cars. And the cement, does she have a cement pond at home?
I've always wanted one of those sunroofs. I've never had one.
You've never had a sunroof?
No. I mean, I had a Jeep, so the entire thing is a sunroof.
Well, that's very true.
I never had one where you hit a button and it just goes.
Oh, look at you.
Well, look at me. I'm living the rough life.
So if the car came with a sunroof, Haley is SOL.
Yes,
saying. Okay.
100%. I'm keeping the sunroof.
What is the deal breaker for the people on this show to not do a nice thing? Wait, does it come with Apple Play? Oh, no, I'm not giving this. No, forget about it then. I didn't know it came with Apple Play. Yeah, I'm not. I give it now. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Vicky, what if it came with a bunch of knitting needles and scarves that you can make while driving?
What kind of car comes with knitting needles and scarves?
I'm just trying to think of what Vicky's into right now.
And I'm a hoarder. I already have all the stuff I need.
Yeah. A self-driving car, though, Vicky, what if it was self-driving so you could, do all your projects while going to work from Marysville? Would you give that to Haley? What, a self-driving car where you can do whatever you want? Oh, that would be, including bad stuff?
I'm just picturing, how much I'm going to have to pay for insurance.
Okay.
I'm cheap.
All right, then. So, Vicky, you get Haley's bike.
Okay.
And by the way, you get a free trip to Wisconsin. There
Yay.
you go. All right. We got a man that returned handcuffs that he stole from a cop 60 years ago. That's 60. He returned them back to the cop. Why? Steve's going to tell you why. He's got the Miggs report for you at 6:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Miggs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
New on Curiosity Stream. Deformed trees, mutated wildlife, and no humans for miles. 10 years after the disaster at Fukushima, see what this irradiated ecosystem can teach us about nuclear fallout on Radioactive Forest. Plus, looking for the most diverse marine life on the planet? Dive into the Coral Triangle and experience a frenzy of wildlife you've got to see to believe on nature's greatest secret. It's all on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
Well informed on the issues of the day? Not this guy. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Miggs Report.
Well, thanks, you guys. Thanks to Advanced Hair Restoration for giving us a Miggs Report today. I think a lot of us are probably going to celebrate, and that is National Football Hangover Day.
Oh, yeah.
Not sure why, but apparently there was something that happened with football yesterday. And
oh, yeah?
I'm sure we'll talk about it later, though.
I probably like it about a couple minutes.
Yeah, I would say foreshadowing in just a couple of minutes. And one story, we will talk about that football thing. But first, let's talk about this 74-year-old man. He's from California. And apparently he just returned some handcuffs that he stole from the cops 60 years ago. Yes, he was 14 years old when he did this. He wrote a letter to the Los Angeles Police Department saying he felt guilty every time he saw the handcuffs that he stole from a cop more than 60 years ago, and that's why he did it. Apparently, when he was a teenager, he saw a scuffle break out between an LAPD juvenile officer and a young, as he called it, ruffian at Bob's Big Boy, the restaurant.
Okay.
So during the scuffle, the officer's handcuffs came loose and slid across the floor, landing at his feet. So what did he do? He picked them up and kept them. And he kept it a quiet secret until his grandsons, who are age 6 and 9. Nice. And that's really the story. I just wanted to say the ages of the kids and say nice. And no, he actually wrote in the letter, I'm sincerely sorry. And he even put a $100 donation to the police department in the letter as well. He said, this is no ordinary letter. It's a life lesson over 60 years in the making. From a grandfather to his grandkids. It's never too late to do the right thing. Actually, that was the LAPD that tweeted that out.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this guy.
Why?
I mean, really? It took this long for him? Like, every day he looked at them and he didn't
I don't know how often he looked at them. I don't know if he looked at them every day.
Yeah.
Every time he saw them,
every time.
I'm a thief.
He must not have seen them a lot.
Right. I mean, I forgot about him for like 55 of those years.
I mean, I think, at this age right now that I'm at, he's like 74. I think if I saw him today, I'd be like, I got to get these back. Or at least I got to do something. I got to make it right somehow.
I wonder, are they even like, when they got them, like, sweet, we can still use these, or like, sweet, this is completely worthless? Because
yeah, exactly.
We use way better handcuffs now. We have the ones with that little fuzzy stuff on them.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right?
That way you can use them, I mean, hey. You're right. See, this is technology that's 60 years old. If that still works and is still usable, I mean, that would be really bad.
Well, I mean, it's just a key and a lock.
Yeah.
It should still work.
I would,
It's not like the old, remember the plastic ones we had as kids where the key really didn't matter. If you pull hard enough, they came free.
Yeah, those are the best.
All right, let's talk about the Super Bowl yesterday. I don't know if you guys were watching it. I know I was. It was weird at first because even Danny put on the group text, like, there's a lot of fans there. And I joked, I'm like, wow, yeah, the cardboard cutouts are really lifelike looking. I didn't realize that they did put cardboard cutouts amongst all the fans to make it look like it was a packed room or a packed stadium.
I thought the same thing Danny did, and I'm like, this is no way this is the way it is. But then Danny obviously didn't see the shot I saw where they showed a couple, and you saw white background, like white cutouts next to people.
But in all fairness, it took a while until they showed the crowd with the cardboard cutouts.
Yeah. And I got really confused. I thought that it was super packed, but then I read, and then I was seeing something 22,000 still, and I was like, that's still a lot. I was just blown away by it all because it made it look packed, but then it kind of was packed, so I was confused.
The funny part was at first I was just like, Florida doesn't give an F. They just said screw it. But then I saw the cardboard cutouts, which apparently $100 you had to pay to put a cutout in there, which I thought was ridiculous. Wow. I mean, look, I paid $30 for the one at Safeco or T-Mobile Park, but that was for an entire season.
Yeah, exactly.
$100 to go to the Super Bowl as a cardboard cutout seems a little ridiculous.
Now you're talking. But I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't it all for first responders?
Oh, okay. Well, if it's for a good cause, I'm not going to really bitch about it then.
I think a lot was tied to that.
That
but
makes sense.
I can't be sure because, and even the people that were there, I think a lot of them were first responders from the area, too. So
they showed a lot of love for the first responders throughout the entire time.
But I don't know if that's, they could have been just saying that, and only like 2 people there were first responders and the car, I don't know.
Well, anyways, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat the Kansas City Chiefs 31-9. The Kansas City Chiefs did not score a touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, I think that's like the first time ever for him. He didn't even put a touchdown on the board. Yeah. But yeah, that was a big blowout, man. Tom Brady, once again, Super Bowl MVP. This was the 5th time that he was the MVP, but this was now his 7th Super Bowl victory, which means he's now won more Super Bowls than any NFL team, because before that it was the Patriots and Steelers, each won 6 Super Bowls. And here's Tom Brady talking about the win.
It's been an amazing year. Just really proud of all the guys, proud of all the coaches, the effort we put in. We knew we were playing a great football team tonight, and we got the job done. You want to get this far, you got to get the job done, and we did it.
Man, he was all fired up at the end of the game, too.
Yeah.
It was pretty crazy. It was weird because I was rooting for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers just because I like to root for the team that hasn't won a Super Bowl in a while. And also, I don't know why, I thought it'd be kind of fun to see Tom Brady win a Super Bowl without Bill Belichick, almost like a middle finger.
Yeah.
Man, it was just weird rooting for Gronk and Tom Brady in a game. And Gronk had 2 touchdowns. He retired for a year and comes back just to hang out with his friend again and has a couple of big touchdowns during the game.
It really makes you like, how is that possible?
Man, it's that avocado ice cream.
I guess it is.
Which we tried last night. We got some.
Oh, look at you, fancy.
I get it. It's creamy.
It's creamy?
Yes, it's really good.
But, okay, if it's really good. And did you taste any avocado?
No, we got like a mint chocolate chip flavored one, and they use the avocados to make the creaminess of it as a base, and it's really.
And you really don't taste the avocado?
I did not. No, it was very strong on the mint, and it had almost like a more natural mint flavor to it, as opposed to like that typical mint flavor that you get in ice cream. It was very good. I highly recommend it.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Now I feel younger, and I'm ready to play in the Super Bowl.
Well, all right then.
And if you don't know, that's Tom Brady's like go-to when it comes to like the joke is that avocado ice cream is like the key to his youth.
Well, I mean, look, this dude, you got to give him credit. He definitely functioned well. I don't know if he should have been the MVP. I feel like, but how do you give
the entire defense the MVP?
I wish you got to, because they were amazing.
They were fantastic. Yeah. And I remember we talked about it. Remember when it was like last week? You're like, does anyone think that the Buccaneers have a chance? I said yes, because their defense is so fierce.
Yeah,
and boy, did they step up.
Yeah, nobody expected this. I think
I did. Not nobody. This guy.
You expected the Chiefs not to score a touchdown?
Okay, I didn't expect that.
Okay.
I just expected that the Buccaneers were going to win.
And, I mean, boy, you don't want to blame injuries, but, boy, Patrick Mahomes just never looked like himself. He didn't look like he had a lot of energy to me.
It almost looked like he was playing on the Seahawks.
Yeah,
like
really
the offensive line, because I know they had a massive, like a major injury that kind of shifted everything for their offensive line, but it was like watching Russell Wilson scrambling throughout the entire game.
Yeah, I've never seen him have to run around like that.
Right. It's like, I wonder if Russ is up there in the stands hanging out with the commissioner going, now you know how it feels, buddy.
Hey, welcome to Seattle, brother.
Right. How about Tom Brady? He's going to turn 44 in August. They asked him, and without even batting an eye, no thought put into it, he's like, oh, yeah, I'm coming back next season. Yeah. And apparently Gronk is, too.
Unbelievable.
They're having a blast over there in Tampa Bay.
Unbelievable.
Most people go to retire in Florida. They go to win championships.
And, they said they really didn't have it figured out until they were like 7-5. And then they started figuring it out. Which, and they were able to get their act together. So it took them, it took them almost a whole season to figure it out.
Do you think that Belichick reaches out to Brady to congratulate him? I know that they have there's
I would hope
tension
so.
because of everything, but do you think he's going to be catty and not reach out to Brady?
That's a good question.
Does Brady send a picture of him holding the championship going, miss you?
Yeah.
Wish you were here.
I would.
Hanging out with his new coach, with Bruce.
Oh, yeah, I would.
Check me out with Bruce.
And is he in Arians or whatever?
Oldest coach.
To
win the Super Bowl.
Now, Pete Carroll's like, dude, are you kidding?
Yeah.
I was.
Pete time.
Wasn't I the oldest coach, you jerk, and now you took it from me? All right.
Oh, man. And dude, I don't know. I've been saying this for a while, but I really think that Patrick Mahomes' family needs to just stay off of social media. I don't know.
What did they do this time?
His mom and his wife just they're crapping on the refs, and I get it. There were some calls that you wish, if you're a Chiefs fan, you're probably very upset, and as a football fan, you're like, I don't know. I think they could have let that one go, but they're just on social media bitching about the refs, and then they're mad at ESPN because ESPN kept taking video footage or showing shots of Mahomes towards the end of the game looking sad. But that's just what happens. He's losing.
Yeah.
And I thought he handled it with dignity. I mean, you watch him on the sidelines, he wasn't being a baby about it.
No.
He's being a leader.
To me, it looked more like he was in pain.
Because
he was
bummed.
Yeah, but
and also physical pain. Yeah,
physical pain.
Yeah,
that's what it looked like to me. He looked like he was drained, and trying to have it. First of all, he had to run around with that toe. He's getting it operated on, but it was sort of like, all right, well, maybe I don't have to run around a whole lot. I should be fine. And he's probably like, oh my God, I got an injured toe. You guys are making me run for my life.
So other stuff besides the game itself, I was wondering, did you like? I thought her HER, she sounded great with America the Beautiful. I thought that was really good.
Oh yeah.
And I thought the national anthem, that was a really cool performance with, what's her name? Jasmine Sullivan and Eric Church. You got an R&B singer with the country artist, and I thought they did a great job together.
Yeah, but still wasn't my favorite thing.
What was your favorite thing?
Amanda Gorman, that poet girl.
She was great.
Dude.
Yeah.
First of all, you know what? I don't know who dresses her, but that person should be getting an MVP.
That was Tom Brady. He got the MVP. That's why he got it.
Both outfits that she wore that I've seen her do stuff, she has been amazing. She's like royalty. I want her to be like queen of something around here. I don't know what, but just
queen of something around here. I think that's a fair title.
I mean, she looks like she just came out
queen
of a
fashion
every time, and of course, she just rocks it with a poem. She was my favorite.
No, nothing gets me more hyped for a football game than a good poem.
I thought you see, I'm the same way.
What did you guys think about the halftime performance? Very polarizing. I felt like younger people enjoyed it, older people hated it.
Well, he said he was going to use the whole football field.
Yes.
I thought that was cool.
What was up with the mask people? Did he just...
Yeah, I don't know what was going on. Though Sarah she was critical of the dancers. She thought, the dancers, anybody could have done it. And she was upset.
And me both. I thought I could have handled that.
Yeah. Sarah was like, I could have. Why wasn't I invited to this to be a dancer? But, it seemed like he had, hundreds out there.
Dude, a lot of people hated it. They were just saying it was boring. I do understand the boring sentiment. It wasn't anything crazy like typical. I thought the fireworks were pretty cool. There was a great shot of him while the fireworks are going off. I thought the audio was weird, though. His voice was kind of... Someone joked about it online, and I agree. He was socially distant from the music. It felt like the mix was really off, and I know he was just lip syncing, so I don't know why he just bump up the voice.
Well, Sarah thought he was actually doing it live.
He might have been doing some parts of it live.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I didn't hate it. I didn't think it was. It's not a memorable one. I don't think it. It would have been like if you went to his concert and I was like, oh, that's his performance. It wasn't anything Super Bowl crazy worthy. I
will tell you this: there wasn't a lot of there wasn't a lot of sexy dancing.
Oh, I thought there was plenty of sexy dancing.
Yeah,
I've always had a fantasy for post-facial surgery dancers. Which is what it looked like.
Post-facial surgery. But I will tell you this. There wasn't a lot of sexy dancing.
No.
You didn't see any revealing outfits, and I wonder if that, not, revealing, but at least looking somebody like it's on, a cabaret show or something, you saw nothing, and I wonder if that really irritated some people.
My wife brought up a point. She's like, I bet it was really cool there, some of the stuff. Didn't translate necessarily to the home audience.
Oh, I agree with that with a lot of live shows anyway, but I think she's right. For a performance like that, I bet it was amazing there.
And without any guests.
Yeah.
It was, and I understand it because of COVID and stuff, but it was just one of those, I think for me, the big part of Super Bowl is getting to see them collaborate with people they wouldn't necessarily collaborate with in normal time.
Well, and you're kind of sitting there waiting, when it's the song changes, you're like, oh, there's the moment. No, he's in a weird room with a bunch of mirrors or something. Right. I don't know, which led to a lot of great memes, though, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, one person says, I'm 25. Worst halftime show yet.
Wow. Well, weekend, congratulations.
His tickets go on sale for today's show, for his show at the Climate Pledge Arena.
Oh.
Whenever that's going to happen sometime in 2022, I think.
All right.
Well, anyways, the weekend.
The weekend, everybody.
As far as weather, 43 degrees, going to be cloudy. I saw some snow coming in this morning.
We're getting the coldest weather this week, so it looks like we may get some snow finally just because it's going to be cold.
And thanks to the Puget Law Group for giving us the Mix Report, and that's what's up.
On Friday, Steve did get this one wrong.
What actor played the role of Hans Gruber in the original Die Hard movie?
Oh, crap. Hans Gruber. It's not John McClane. Eric Bogosian?
No.
Pass.
Oh. Eric Bogosian.
I thought he was a really good actor.
He is, but how dare you forget Alan Rickman? All of the roles.
If you would have asked me right now, I would have forgot it. So.
Yeah, you did again. Yeah. You want a shot at beating Steve? You got it. 206-421-ROCK. We're playing Beat Miggs at 647 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. What's the difference between filing for bankruptcy and credit counseling?
Credit counseling is a useful process in some circumstances, but it does show up on your credit. In fact, from a credit scoring standpoint, credit counseling shows up just like a bankruptcy, so it's going to affect your credit as negatively as filing bankruptcy. In credit counseling, the idea is that a credit counselor works with your creditors on your behalf to try to lower interest rates or work out payment plans with your creditors to pay back your debt over time. In credit counseling, you almost always pay back 100% of the debt, sometimes at lower interest. And of course, some creditors will participate in that process and some won't. So you're usually left with kind of a mixed result with credit counseling and, of course, a high payment.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.